Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to take a look at the new Vipera. I played one game off stream to check out how the things are looking like, or I suppose to say off YouTube video to check out how the things are looking like. And I figured out very many interesting things. First of all, let's start from this vehicle. What is this tank? Currently it should be on sale. You will see this tank performance in a moment. We are going to play 3 games with it. We will give our initial opinions about this vehicle. For now, I can tell you one thing: the tank is relatively slow and the armor is very interesting. So if you would pay attention at the armor of this vehicle, you would notice the tank is looking extremely well. Pretty much all lower tiers can go and F themselves frontally apart one spot, which is literally lower plate of the lower plate. What do I mean by saying this? You see this tiny shitty ass gap over there. This is where people can penetrate you, even the LOL tractor can, and I'm not joking. So this is very important thing to say. But other than that, this tank is looking like a powerhouse until you are meeting the 1 to 2 millimeters caliber. Now, looking into this, it looks very powerful. Now, if you will take, let's say, tank with 1 to 2 millimeters caliber, you will see a bit different story. Be aware, you can be overmatched in the upper side turret roof. It is easy to overmatch you. It is not a rocket science unless you are going to use the gun depression to the maximum, then it's harder to see. But other than that, if you are on the flat ground, you can be dealt with, okay? It's very important thing to say, fellas. So keep this in mind. Also, before I forgot, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, currently creator tip campaign is going in World of Tanks. You can support your favorite content creator by buying goodies in the game. There is plenty of the content creators. Check it out. If you will make a decision to buy, let's say, Cromwell B, or I suppose to say Cromwell B Crew, or E75 TS or T44-100, feel free to use the link in the description down below or the first pinned comment. Thank you very much for that, and without further ado, let's teleport into the battle with this vehicle and let's try to make this tank work. Let's go. Okay, fellas, we are in the first game, Highway. Now for equipment, I am using hardening, turbo and ventilation with this vehicle, at least in this kind of setup. I think that's the right way to do the things. And if you are playing against, let's say, if you are playing in Prokhurovka, instead of hardening, I would use improved aiming unit to be just tiny touch more accurate. Now, looking into all of this, right, when you are going down the hill, tank doesn't look that fast whatsoever. And looking into this game, I can tell you one thing: there is only 2 tanks which I am afraid of: IS-6 and Scorpion G. If not those 2 gentlemen, I couldn't care less, fellas, and we are going to show the dominance like there is no tomorrow. Now, skill, is this tank autoloader? Absolutely yes. You are reloading for 30 seconds in order to get 5 in the magazine. And now speaking about the gun, 400 alpha damage, so you have potential of 2000 hit points. 220 penetration is not that great for a tank destroyer, but you can always shoot the gold when you have faster shell velocity and more penetration. 264 millimeters of penetration for a tank destroyer is also not really epic by any shape or any form. One more thing which is very important to highlight: this tank gun handling is far away from being perfect, okay? Keep this in mind, it is not ideal. This tank is not a sniper schnitzel. It is taking way too long for you to aim and way too long to punish enemies for their mistakes and for their stupidity. It is just a highlight overall, right? Meanwhile, but what this tank is capable of doing, right? Thinking about what kind of guns do we have in front, we do not really have anyone super important in front of us, so we can actually punish the tank. Now, one more thing which I almost forgot to mention is this vehicle has only 45 degrees angle, right? So what that basically means? That basically means you cannot go completely sideways in order to clip enemies out. You just simply cannot do that. Keep this in mind. You can turn your turret only to this angle over there. That's it. So it is another hard thing to deal with, especially for less experienced players, right? So keep this in mind. This is as much as you can turn, nothing more than that. For example, I almost screwed myself over while fighting against the previous guy which we just slaughtered, right? Keep this in mind. Anyways, at this point I am feeling like I can make pressure, and I will show you where this tank is shining. If you are wondering, I wanted to bully him. My whole plan and whole idea of this game was to bully this gentleman and to show him a lot of love. Unfortunately, I failed doing so. Shame. Anyway, speaking about this game, it is going way too quickly for our liking, obviously. But to be fair with you, looking into the speed, right, since you have plenty of the armor, speed doesn't feel that bad, to be completely honest with you. It just doesn't feel that bad. And I think this is very important thing to highlight overall. Speed is not looking brutally bad. Okay, meanwhile, what we are going to do now, your side scrapping, I like your side scrapping skills, very, very nice. Look at this, since you have plenty of armor, you can actually go in front and play and simply make enemies very, very happy. You can truly do that. Meanwhile, look at this beauty. How are you doing? Cover 5 knows where to penetrate us. Quite sad thing. And whenever you are showing your side, right, you need to keep in mind this is paper. Pretty much this tank is extremely powerful frontally. That's it. This is where this tank is going to shine, and this is where this tank is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, the best thing of all this, enemies do not know when I have something in the magazine and when I do not, right? So that is a good stuff. You know what, fellas? I can see the ramming coming from this gentleman here, but I don't really think he can penetrate me. Actually, he could, because he had upper ground. So yeah, extremely weird tank to play with. I will definitely need some time to get used to, and if you are going to tune in today's stream, where we are streaming pretty much daily, you will see Vipera in action, and I will try to get closer for Mark of Excellence as usual. All in all, hard to say so far, my opinion. I know one thing: you need to avoid the tanks with 1 to 2 millimeter gun. That's what I know. Also, if you are just making just tiny touch angle for the tank, right, the side of this vehicle is looking like it's very, very easy penetratable and everything. So far, I am not a big fan of this vehicle, and I cannot say anything good unfortunately. Anyways, 2.8 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. How much profits did we made? We made 56,000 profits. This game is worth 56,000 profits, not including rewards for mission, because I did daily mission. That's why I got 50,000 bonus. 56,000 credits. Okay, interesting. Let's go for round number 2. Okay, round number 2, let's see what do we have. I am going to go on the field, and the main reason why we are going to go on the field is very, very simple. I want to play hold down with this vehicle, and I want to test this tank to the maximum armor, right? I want to go down like this, and then we are going to be the living crap out of the enemies, if we will do everything properly. Pretty much plan is to take this position and to play fully hold down, right? What we need to be afraid of, looking into the caliber, defender, I think 122 TM, Vaza, guard, Dede Fede. You see, there is a lot of tanks which we need to be afraid of, speaking when we are dealing with the things. So yeah, I'm fake, don't worry. I really like to say that, fellas. I really like to say that. Okay, listen, what do we want to do? We want to go down. I hope our team would help us if we are going to get overrun by the enemies, or if enemies will try to be aggressive towards us, right? Let's see. Do they have anyone nearby? This is the question. By the way, pay attention to the aim time as well. Aim time is taking forever and ever to aim. I don't know. I am kind of skeptical about this vehicle and about this... I am simply skeptical about this tank, if I can say so. Hi. That is a beautiful shot. It doesn't feel that bad, those 6 seconds. For example, in this situation, it did not felt like it is taking 3 years in order to shoot. It is not looking that bad, at least in this situation. I am trying to focus on how it feels like to punish enemies once or twice or 3 times or for whatever. He cannot penetrate us. He can eat Kaku, fellas. This is what this gentleman can do. He will try to escape for his life for obvious reasons. Look how quick he is. Where the flying F you think you are going? Fire! Nice. Okay. Now looking into the situation. How everything is looking like. Those 30 seconds to reload can be quite a bit pain in the ass, you know? At least this is how it feels like to me. It is taking quite a bit of time. I don't really think this tank is going to be like the most broken vehicle in the world of tanks, and everyone who will have this tank, they are going to be the best World of Tanks players instantly. I really doubt it is going to be the case, but obviously time will show everything. Now, armor is kind of idiot proof to the extent whenever you are playing hold down, or not even hold down, but lower played down. Does it make sense what I am saying? All you need to do, you need to play lower plate down. It is in a way like a object, right? So keep this in mind. One more thing which I forgot to mention, and I really want to do that. So, all we need to do... Oh, you are looking at me. Okay, I will put the show for you. I will put the show for you. Look at that ass. Look at that ass. Okay, let's go for a base defense. Listen, one more thing which I really want to say, the high explosive ammunition of this tank is pretty brutal. 120 millimeters of penetration is the levels of the Chieftain, Super Conquerors, and so on. So if you are meeting a gentleman who doesn't have that much armor, for example, Borat or whatever else, you can spank him like there is no tomorrow, and you can say, call me daddy. This is literally what you can say with this vehicle, and this is extremely important thing to highlight. Now, looking into the current situation and how enemies are making pressure, our mission will be to eliminate this Ferrari as soon as possible. This would be our mission. Wait a second, where is the defender? Defender is over there, Ferrari. 3, 2, 1, now. Unlucky. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Fellas, before going into the game, do not use magnet up the butt. It's not a great thing for you, okay? Just do not use it. It won't help you in the game. Now, watch this. You see this gentleman here? How are you doing? Let's go for a blind, just like so. Now, what do we want to see? We want to see enemies who are capping the base. It is important. It is important, fellas. I'm not willing to aim for his cupola. I see the guys from the back. Believe me, I am paying a humongous attention. This tank is not a sniper. This tank is not a sniper. Yeah, I know. I see. I get it. You can see me. Congratulations. This tank is not a sniper. It just simply isn't. What this tank is capable of doing is to get close and to beat the living crap out of the enemies whenever you are close to them. But that's about it. If you will expose your side, obviously you are going to take one for the team, and this is not going to be enjoyable. Hop, 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 hop. Shoo away, you evil spirit. It's okay. Listen, this game was already lost, unfortunately, and there is nothing what I could have done differently. Maybe I could go into the city, but I thought I am going to play hold down to the maximum, and it is going to work so much better. Looking into this score, it doesn't look that bad, but once again, what I noticed and what I can say, the gun handling is unreliable, especially over long distances. The reload time overall, I don't know, do I like this kind of mechanic. When you are fighting one against one, you are feeling relatively okay. Whenever you are fighting, whenever there is more opponents, you know, it just doesn't feel right, at least for me, and I am not a big fan of this vehicle. Will it be beginner friendly? I think it is going to be beginner friendly tank. I can imagine I will see many Viperas sniping from the back, and whoever will snipe from the back, it's not going to be worth it, I can tell you that. Anyways, looking into this game, we did over 4,000 combined, right, which is a great score, and hip hip hooray, but we are getting only 69,000 profits, which is not ideal. It's very far away from being ideal. And in the next game, I promise you, fellas, I will try to penetrate someone with high explosives. It is going to be exciting. Let's report to the game, shall we? Okay, we are back. And one more thing, what I want to say, this tank is not your typical tank destroyer. This tank is in a way like TS5, T28. This tank is the one with which you want to be in the front lines. You do not really want to snipe from the back. You just do not want to snipe, fellas. This tank is not created for this, and you might be very, very disappointed if you are going to do so. Enemies have a heal, I would say. What do you think? What do you think, fellas? Enemies have a heal or not really? Ay, not exactly what we are looking for. Okay, fine, fair enough. I'm feeling so much better. Okay, look at this matchmaking. This is important thing to say. He can overmatch me, he can overmatch me, he can overmatch me, he can overmatch me, he can overmatch me. So pretty much half of the enemy tanks can easily F me in the face without bigger problems whatsoever. Keep this in mind. Include a double penetrator. But the thing is, the question is, do they know they can penetrate me in the face, or they do not know? This is the most important question, fellas. Do they know or they do not know? Because if they don't know, I am feeling relatively comfortable to play in front. If they know, then it is a humongous problem. He's aiming for a lower plate, that's good. So this is what you need to expect, and this is, well, this is what you need to hope for. If you are meeting people who do not know how to penetrate this vehicle, you are feeling like a fresh pickle, you know? You are feeling just great. You are enjoying yourself, and you are side-scrapping, and you are having a blast. We got penetrated into the lower plate of the lower plate, and into the lower plate a child, if we can say so. This is where we got penetrated. That's fine, fair enough, understandable, understood. 10 seconds left. After that, we are going to show some dominance against this defender, and we are going to send him home. Yes, this tank can side-scrap as well, until enemies will figure out how to deal with it. So now I am going to go in front, and now we are going to have a conversation against this gentleman. I'm trying to hide my lower plate of the lower plate of the lower plate per lower plate, because I need to hide it. Beautiful. It is okay, and he is pretty much effed. I can see Trash 103 coming for us. I am aware of that, but we are fine. How is the Trash 103 doing? How are you doing? Enjoying yourself? Good. Have a good one. And we are going on the reload once again. The thing is, to count to 5, not everyone can do that, so he doesn't know I am on the reload currently or not, and I am just chilling in a way, you see? Those are very easy penetrations if you are not fully hold down. This is... I cannot stress this enough, and I'm trying to do my best in order to explain this. So, once again... Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go just like so. Very nice. Okay, how about another one? Do you want to peek? Come on, just peek. Be kind, be polite, just peek for me, please. Not asking that much. By the way, there is... I think there is... You know what? I really want to make pressure. I know the T-44 is here and I know my ass is in danger, but I really want to make pressure. The question is, should I? The question is, should I? Okay. Big boy. Okay, look. Now, speaking about the T-44. Hi. He's penetrating me without bigger problems whatsoever. It looks like this lower plate should have a lot of armor, or this tank should have shit ton of armor, right? All and all. But people are penetrating us without bigger problems whatsoever. At least it looks like it. Maybe it's only me. I want to finish this trash 103. It would be absolutely amazing, but once again, the question is, does he know we are on the reload or not? This is the question. Okay, next. Now the T-44. It has scary potential though. In very powerful position, enemies are not going to enjoy themselves dealing with this tank. They simply won't enjoy themselves. I can promise you that. It is not going to be as simple as it might look like to dig this vehicle out of the position. I see him, don't worry. I see him, I see him, I see him, I see him. He is dead. Good. And they're penetrating, once again, very impressive stuff. They are penetrating us without bigger problems whatsoever, huh? At least this is how it feels to me. Like he is not struggling that much to penetrate us, does he? I don't know. Hard to say something. Anyways, so all in all, speaking about this tank, what I noticed and what I can say so far after those 3 games which you've seen and 1 game warming up game to figure out how to play with this vehicle. This tank is powerful, but this tank is not a tank destroyer, it is like a heavy tank, you know? Armor-wise, I was expecting a bit more that auto penetration feature. I don't really think I will struggle to take out a Vipera from the game if I am playing, let's say, IS-3 or something else. If I know what I am doing or if I am in the better position, right? That's what I can say. All and all, I don't know, honestly, it's 50-50. I don't really think the tank is going to be bad. Let's get it straight. I believe in the index page after I will play 1 or 2 days. I believe from the first impressions it should be between good. I would say it is approximately good, right? I will say that the gun handling, I don't really like it, but the tank itself has its own unique niche in a way, how to play with a vehicle and how to do the things. So yeah, weird fellas, very weird. All in all, we finished everything with a solid ace with a 5,000 damage, which is nice, with 1,000 base experience as a defeat. Not bad. And we made 100,000 credits. Once again, doesn't look that great. By the way, I was shooting only standard ammunition in this recording, right? So keep this in mind. With APCRs, it should behave way better, although you are paying 5 times more for ammunition if you are into that. And once again, looking into the profits, I don't really think you would make any profits if you are paying 5 times more for ammunition, right? I don't even know. Anyways, this is Vipera, this is our performance. All in all, we played for 3.7 thousand damage average, and we played for 500 assisting damage. So over 4,000 combined. Once again, if you want to see more of this, check out the stream. You will see me playing with this vehicle forever and ever until I am going to be done with it. So, thank you very much for watching. Tell me your opinions in the comment section down below. What do you think about this tank and how it looks like to you? And have a good one. Take care. Skill is out for today. Peace.